Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that Padres against the Cardinals. But first off, how you doing today, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. A team that's really emerging on the scene with the Padres here, and the Cardinals, always a threat to make the playoffs, need to make a run in the NL Central, so this is a very intriguing game to handicap.
Yeah, no doubt. And I was about to say, I think that we're actually seeing a different team right now recently when we're referring to the Padres. I mean, is there any particular reason for their sudden success, my man?
I'm going to tell you right now that I'm from Southern California. I spent some of the summer there, and everybody was down on the Padres in local sports talk radio. Since I've moved back to Las Vegas for the football season, this team's really emerged. And one of the more important things when you're looking at the roster, just on Tuesday night, this team had a precedent in starting 7 players that had a Latin background. So this is a new look roster. So it's a very interesting team to handicap over the next 6 weeks, as I think they want to build momentum for 2015.
No doubt. I mean, that is what it's looking like it's going to happen. But anyways, my man, the Cards are actually still 2 games back in the NL Central standings. Now, do you think that their offense might be able to make a run and pick up things in the final 6 weeks of the regular season?
I do think that they'll turn things around. Their leadoff hitter is starting to hit. Matt Holliday has always done better after the All-Star break, and manager Mike Matheny has kind of switched things around. Baseball players often fall into a routine, and the previous routine was not working, but now instead of hitting on the field before games, Matheny is really turning to batting cage work, which allows the hitting coach and other members of the coaching staff to really try to figure out what's going on offensively. So expect better numbers from the Cardinals moving forward.
All right, and what about Eric Stoltz? I mean, he's won back-to-back starts for the first time this season. Now, do you think that he might revert back to losing ways going on the road now, considering that he's going to be playing at Busch Stadium?
Yeah, he hasn't pitched well on the road. Of course, Petco Field, his home ballpark, is one of the more pitcher-friendly ones in all of baseball. Stoltz's last couple performances have come against lower-tier offensive teams. The Cardinals haven't exactly been a world beater this season, but he hasn't pitched well in this matchup, and Busch Stadium always seems to get the best out of the St. Louis Cardinals offensively, so look for him to revert back to his previous way of doing things. I'm not expecting much from Stoltz in this start.
All right, man, so taking all that into account, who do you think is going to get a good lean here, and what bet should we make?
You know, you can only look to the under in the Padres games in the first 100 or so games of the season, but now they are averaging more than 4.5 runs over the last 2.5 weeks. While I said the Cardinals, I think, are going to start performing at a higher level offensively, and Matt Carpenter, their leadoff hitter, has always had success against the Padres. That's always a good start to get things going. And John Lackey, coming off his worst start of the year, trying to make that transition from the American League to the National League, I expect some runs to be scored, and I'm going to go over the total.
All right, man, sounds like a good pick there. And thank you once again for your valuable insight, Jeff, and talk to you again next week, man.
Thank you.
For SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.